birthday. I happened to see it. As the comments were scrolling by, happy 75th birthday, Todders. That is a huge milestone birthday, many more to come, and I appreciate you spending part of your 75th birthday here doing some 90s movie trivia with us, and I appreciate every single day. Every single one of you are here. This is, of course, all 90s movies all week long, and we asked for your favorite 90s action movie. Here are a few. FMF CEO 25 said Speed, as many of you have. Speed's the top answer, maybe because you're seeing something a little reminiscent of Speed on the screen right now. Who knows? Anime Dan said The Crow. R. Hilaria, True Lies. Holly Barth said that one too. Ruth R. King, The Mummy. Hannah Martin, Face Off. Magic Mama, The Fifth Element. Was that 90s, you were asking? Yes, it was 1997. Well done. Courtney CO3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Saw that one in the theater. Brutax, Darkman. S. Barden, 1985. 100% it's Demolition Man. I loved that movie. I remember going to see that in the theater as well. Don Miller Time, 187 said, I like The Fugitive. Well, you are not alone. A bunch of us love The Fugitive. One of the best. A Best Picture nominee. Eminently rewatchable. I rewatch it probably at least once a year. Something I watch several times a year is Deborah McCoy 387's favorite, Crimson Tide. Come on, Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman facing off. The supporting cast is killer. That they have great actors throughout the entire cast of that film, and it's just this perfect, insane, claustrophobic movie. I love it. Solo X of X, Dolo Blade, another fantastic comic book adaptation. Ms. Diva D65, Jurassic Park, and El Hut said, anyone remember Taking Care of Business? I do. I remember it. Jim Belushi and Charles Grodin, and the whole thing was over a stolen file of fax. Could it get more 90s than that? Hey, it is time for a blast from the past with a week full of 90s movies games. Starting now with this edition of Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Take your brain back to the multiplex as you play for the grand prize. Take a look. That is $1,000, and everyone who can correctly answer these 10 multiple choice trivia questions about 90s movies will split it, including some of the favorites that you were talking about in the comments. For every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. So if you haven't played this game before, here's how that works. Throughout the game, you'll be picking up all these bonus SB, getting questions right. If you win the game, on top of your share, that $1,000 grand prize, you will get those bonus SB. They're just thrown on top automatically. In addition, if you do not win the grand prize, you will still pick up bonus SB. However, you will have to claim them by clicking a button that appears at the end of the game in order to keep them. Simple as that. Once you click claim, they are yours. If you leave early, you can't claim them, and nobody wants that for you. So don't leave empty-handed. Leave with something. And there are a few ways to do that. I'll explain a little bit more later. The first time you get a question wrong, another reason not to leave early, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to give yourself another shot at the grand prize. There are 2 ways for you to rejoin. One is using a single SB, or you can do it the preferred way, which is with a free rejoin. Who wouldn't want to do that? And if you click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu, anytime a game's not happening in this app, you can get free rejoins. Stock up on them just by watching videos. But of course, you are here at a very special time. This is a second chance week. What does that mean? It means you are getting 3 free rejoins for each live game you play all week long. And each day, those rejoins are credited before the following live game begins. So everyone who's here now, you will have 3 free rejoins added to your account before our Tuesday game. So you will be ready to go for that one. Finally, the other way you can earn by not leaving is each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. So you either win it or you claim your SB. In fact, here are the winners from Thursday's game who have all been credited already. Congratulations to them. And if you don't see your name up there and you haven't seen it yet, that doesn't mean it's never going to happen. So keep playing and claiming, because next time the winner could be you. All right, folks. You finally have all the info you need so we can get this game started. Here we go. This is question number 1. In The Shawshank Redemption, Andy Dufresne is incorrectly found guilty of what crime? Is it larceny, murder, or grand theft auto? Another great 90s movies, one of my favorites. I've seen it many times. Everyone on the inside says they're innocent, but Andy is innocent for real, and his escape is more about righting his wrongful murder conviction than running from justice. That's right, he was found guilty of murdering his wife and her lover. Oh my goodness, 89% of you getting that one right. You may have seen that the fun fact of the day that we put out on our Twitter account, where SB Daily Trivia on there, was that he was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences. That was how long he was going to be in prison forever. He had to get out of there. He had to get busy living or get busy dying. And so far, we got over 15,150 people in grand prize contention. All the people who were eliminated have come back in, along with some of our stragglers, over 15,500 playing the game. And every question you get right from here on out gets you 1 bonus SB. Here we go. This is question number 2. Which Saturday Night Fever star experienced a resurgence thanks to 1995's Pulp Fiction? Is it John Travolta, Barry Miller, or Fran Drescher? By the early 1990s, his star had faded, and Hollywood wasn't really calling anymore. But thanks to Quentin Tarantino, John Travolta got back on top again, became one of the highest paid stars in Hollywood, the highest paid for a little while since Jet now. 97% of you getting that one right. He was nominated for an Oscar for that role, did not win it, but he sure did win career resurgence after career resurgence. You just can't get rid of John Travolta, and who'd want to? He's so charming. Let's move on to question number 3 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What is the name of Brad Pitt's character in Fight Club? Is he Angel Face, Robert Paulson, or Tyler Durden? Who does Brad Pitt play in Fight Club? At the risk of spoiling a movie that's almost 30 years old, Brad Pitt's character is actually the repressed emotions of the narrator. There is no actual Tyler Durden, but of course that's who he's playing. His name is Tyler Durden in that film. It is the alias of Ed Norton's character. Oh, spoiler alert, 58% of you getting that one right. Robert Paulson played by Meatloaf. Angel Face, I cannot remember who played Angel Face. It is escaping me right now. But that was tougher than I thought it would be. Here is Tyler Durden, who's saying it's only after we've lost everything that we are free to do anything. But none of you have lost everything. You can rejoin, and of the 42% of you that got eliminated, almost all of you did just that. And there's more bonus SB for you to win, so you're not going to walk out of here with nothing. Probably already have one from question number 2, don't you? Let's see if you can get another one in question number 4. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is, Q4. Good Will Hunting primarily takes place in and around which city? Is it New York, Boston, or Chicago? Which of those cities is the setting for Good Will Hunting? When Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote their Oscar-winning script, they kept it close to home, writing about the Boston neighborhoods that they grew up in and around. Boston is the answer. Southie, Boston. My boy is wicked smart. And Harvard. You can just imagine the accents. Even Robert Williams is doing a Southie accent because his character's supposed to be from Southie as well. There you go. Penny Lane saying, "Park your car in Harvard Yard." You knew that was the answer. But again, this one's maybe a little tougher than I thought it would be because 31% of you did get eliminated on that one and almost half of you able to rejoin. Still almost 11,000 people in grand prize contention as we move into question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. The bad guys from Home Alone refer to themselves by which nickname? Are they the Wet Bandits, the Masked Bandits, or the Holiday Bandits? What do they call themselves? Harry and Marv are pretty smart to case the McAllisters' neighborhood to see who won't be home and target their houses. They're not smart when they plug up the sinks and call themselves the Wet Bandits, make it easy to trace everything back to them. That's right, they're the Wet Bandits in Home Alone. They're the Sticky Bandits in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. 78% of you getting that one right. Well done. They do not wear masks, and they are holiday bandits. But yes, they were the Sticky Bandits, how they were referred to in that film. And we are already halfway done with this game. We got almost 10,000 people in grand prize contention. And here are the bandits. Pretty dry, covered in feathers, and getting hit with paint cans and falling on top of one another. That's what happens when you try to rob a child's home. Let that be a lesson. All right, question number 6 coming your way right now. It is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Who directed Edward Scissorhands? Is it Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, or Tim Burton? Looking for the director of Edward Scissorhands. Another one from the dawn of the 90s. After scoring his first big hits with Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Beetlejuice, Tim Burton burst into the 90s with a series of off-kilter, gothically styled movies like Edward Scissorhands. Tim Burton, of course, is the answer. He is the filmmaking version of Edward Gorey, and if you look at Edward Gorey's art, you can see how Tim Burton was influenced by it. 94% of you getting that one right. Now we're back into cruise control. We're getting it. Let's see how you do, though, with question number 7, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. In 1999's The Mummy, who is Rick O'Connell serving with when we first meet him? Is he in the U.S. Army, the French Foreign Legion, or the Royal Air Force? He's over in Egypt fighting when he encounters something weird. Rick O'Connell washed out when he encountered a bizarre force in the desert that defied explanation. Had that not happened, he might have continued to rise through the ranks of the French Foreign Legion. That is who he is with. The French Foreign Legion is the answer. 48% of you getting that one right. Of course, when they meet him in the current day of the movie, he's in jail and mad. And there he is with his long hair, just washed out. That's probably his hair from George of the Jungle right there for you. The Oscar winner, Brendan Fraser. And they're making another Mummy movie. It's coming back, everybody. Of the 52% of you that did not get that one right, almost half of you able to rejoin. So we still have about 6,400 people in grand prize contention. Only 3 questions remain. The next one worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, it's question number 8. Which of these 90s movies is about a man whose entire life is secretly a reality show? Is it Life, The Truman Show, or Stay Tuned? Which of those is about a man whose entire life is secretly a reality show? He doesn't know. This movie marked Jim Carrey's arrival as an actor who would do more than talk out of his butt. He won the first of his 2 Golden Globes for Best Actor for his role in The Truman Show. The Truman Show is the answer. 98% of you getting that one right. Well done. It was one of my favorites. As a huge Jim Carrey fan, I thought he was robbed. He didn't even get nominated for an Oscar. He wins Best Actor at the Golden Globes, doesn't get nominated for Best Actor at the Academy Awards. Make it make sense. And here he is. There is The Truman Show. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And they had him present at the Oscars. A very weird moment in pop culture history. Let's move on to question number 9, though, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which famous actress stars in the opening scene of the movie Scream? Is it Drew Barrymore, Sophia Loren, or Betty White? There are a lot of Scream fans. I saw them in the comments, so you should know this one. She even appeared on the poster. All the advertising led you to believe that she was one of the stars of the film, but in a shocking twist, Drew Barrymore gets killed off before the movie even gets going, before you even see, I think, Scream appear. No, you see Scream first, then it happens. I've just watched all the Scream movies except for Scream 7. There you go. Drew Barrymore is the answer. 5,821 people have made it this far already for our final question. And of course, 90s Movies Week continues tomorrow, which means more fun trivia and more free rejoins, more bonus SB, more giveaways. You don't want to miss it. Keep coming back. Same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, a quick reminder or information for those of you who don't know that there are more ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia than just this live game, which you should be playing. Of course, we have another game mode you can play. It's called the Daily Trivia Challenge. It's quick, it's hostless, and you can play it on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day of the year. The other way that you can earn is look for the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in the app. You may see it at the very end of this game after you've claimed all your SB. Now, when you click that More Ways to Earn button, you can install and play other games on your mobile device to earn SB. You can go to the Daily Tapjoy wall filled with quick, easy-to-complete offers that will check Daily Discover off of your to-do list in minutes. You'll have fun. It all adds up. And all of this is SB that counts towards your daily goal. But the reason I mentioned all these other ways to earn, why it's important, is our newest Swaggo board is live. It runs through 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on next Monday, March 23rd. So you've got more than a full week to take care of business. If you don't know, in Swaggo, you fill squares on your board by earning SB in the ways you're probably already doing it, and maybe trying some ways you haven't before. And when I say ways you're already doing it, I mean playing Daily Trivia Live and earning SB. The Daily Trivia Challenge would count towards filling a square. And you may see some ways on there that you haven't tried before, worth checking them out. Once you complete a pattern on your Swaggo board, you can submit it to get an SB bonus. The size of the bonus depends on which pattern you complete. You'll see different amounts, and of course a full board, if you can get there, is worth 1,500 SB. That is $15 in free gift cards. Just remember, you can only submit your board once, which means try to fill as many squares as you can before you submit. Check it out after the game by clicking on the smaller version of this image. It will appear once the game is ended, and then you can get started or see where you are with your Swaggo board, but this is the time to get in, so you're not rushing through it. You can really sort of pick and choose and have a strategy around it, but Swaggo is one of the other really fun things that we do once a month. That's a way for you to earn extra SB for yourself, and that's what it's all about. I get it. We got 5,938 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 15,300 of you have stuck around to the end, and I got one more bonus SB if you can correctly answer our final 90s movies question of the day. It is question number 10. Here we go. Which Star Wars movie premiered in 1999? Is it The Phantom Menace, Rogue One, or Return of the Jedi? Only one of these premiered in the 90s at all. Which one was it? This may have been the most anticipated movie in history. After 16 years, George Lucas was finally giving us a new Star Wars movie. And the result, The Phantom Menace, wound up being a mixed bag for existing fans and captured a whole new group of children and made them fans. That is the answer, The Phantom Menace. 5,032 people knew that answer and are splitting our grand prize today. Well done. Each of you are taking home 20 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Kerry Robidoux, 115, congratulations. Your cuz from Boston, I bet you knew that Good Will Hunting question. Congratulations to you. September, 8098, congratulations. Buttercups, 26, Jamestown, 19,000, and Schwartz Daniel, 15. Just